What's going on, silencers, and welcome back to Oddsparks. In the last episode, we got a little bit of our automation empire set up. We have a saw bench making the wooden panel things. We got 3 saw benches here making the saw and timber, and we've got our Stumpy Spark Shrine currently making Stumpy Sparks. But yeah, if you enjoy the content, you know exactly what to do. Thank you very much to my patrons for your ever-present love and support. And without any further ado, it's time for the comments. That's right. We have only one comment on the last video, but that's totally fine. It's a long one. Thank you, Matei. It's an isometric 3D game, yeah, but you can rotate. Yes, I discovered that in the last episode because I was just kind of being a pain in the ass, and Matei said the rotating thing is so handy. And yeah, that's why I'm not a game dev either, because literally, like, I didn't even think about it. I definitely agree with him as well. He said he likes the moving fog of war. So as you kind of wander into areas, like the fog of war dissipates, I absolutely love that as well. As for the shrines, so the question was asked, can you move the shrines when you find new types of sparks? So far as I understand, these ancient bases, in fact, I'll show you. These ancient bases are the only places that you can build certain structures. And they are typically, there's one right here. Oh yeah, so these are the ancient bases. And you see I built the Spark workbench here. If we go into our build menu, which is right down here, B, it says that, excuse me, it says that must be built on an ancient base. However, what I'm thinking is going to happen is the divine researcher is going to eventually discover a way where we can put them down anywhere, and they don't have to be on an ancient base, but for right now we are limited. So, yeah. And Matei has is suspicious of the divine researcher, thinking that he might end up being the final boss. So thank you very much for the comments, Matei. I much appreciate it. You always have a lot to say, and either in volume or substance, and usually both. I really do much appreciate it. But yeah, without any further ado, let's take a look. Quartermaster, I have some ideas. So, item filters and blockers. We have to build 2 signs and then transport wooden logs and sawn timber. So we'll accept that one. I don't believe anybody else in the town currently has a quest for us, so we will run off to the mayor, because I got all of the materials for her thing complete. You're such a hard worker, dearie. Thank you so much. We'll put this to good use and fix up a few things around the village. And now everybody needs my help. Of course you do. Hello, dearie. I've heard you've started exploring closer and closer to the mountains. I know I've said it before, but please do be careful out there. Anyway, what it means is we should make sure that we have someone who can help you take care of stone and other such things. And that means is we should build some stoneworking facilities. All right. It's quite a lot of things, so no need to rush yourself. It's good to take breaks. I don't believe I actually have all of those materials right now, because I think oh, we need to deliver tree bark. Oh, geez. So yeah, I don't have any of those materials right now. Now, what does the merchant want? I've asked woodsmen to come up with something for the sparks to assemble. I was hoping that maybe we could give your sparks a wooden blade, or maybe they could cook something, but of course most of them don't even have arms. Very frustrating. However, I've seen the workstation that the woodsman built. It doesn't exude finesse, but certainly we can make something out of this. Let me show you my blueprints. So the cutter, deliver wooden blades. Wonderful. Let's see what those sparks are capable of, eh? Well, this was pretty much what I was waiting for the combat mission, because I wanted to make more of the sword sparks. Stabby sparks, whatever they're called. Oh, yes, come here. I finally found some of my old research notes. Unfortunately, they're not very readable. For some strange reason, there's some footprints on them, but that doesn't matter. So, from what I can gather, there are 3 shrines out there left in the woodlands. One with a bean-looking statue, a bowl-looking statue, and a knife-looking statue. So that means 3 new sparks for you to find and for me to replicate. Some of those notes are all mixed up, so I think it's best if you can give me the materials for all 3. Then I'll research all at once. Good things come in 3s, you know. Oh, I have the hiccups, jeez. You know, it's funny. One of my old inventions was a bean bowl knife. It contained a meal and all the utensils needed to eat it, all in one package. Just too far ahead of its time, I suppose. He needs that one. But I need to get the wooden blade and fertilizer, so... Oh, jeez. Hiccups. So the merchant was bothering me about getting your sparks to make something useful instead of just raw materials, like on timber and wooden panels. But the problem is that we need a new building if they need to actually assemble something. The saw bench won't cut it this time. Get it? Yeah, let's accept and pin that one. The merchant said that pun wasn't very good, but I think they secretly liked it. How many? I know I had some with me. We'll just start with the 20 in there, and I don't want to deliver a half-assed stack, so. I have some more ideas. I think they will be very useful. A counter and a one-way. Build item filters, sawn timber, and wooden panel. All right, so let's take a look at this. We need a ton of sawn timber, a ton of wooden panels. That's transport them. Then we need to transport 40 sawn timber and build 2 signs. So let's do that really quick. If we go over here, we can grab that and that and that, because they have to transport some of it too. So we can go here. And then what does it take to build signs? We need 2 of them. And the first one, we'll just call this... I don't know. We'll do that, and then for the sake of argument and getting the quest done, we'll do that. We'll deliver the wooden panels, and then we should be able to talk to the... Yes. You wrote it down in your quest log. Okay, dude, I just did your friggin... Build 2 signs and transport... Okay, whatever. And there's another wooden panel. Perfect! For now, this wood workshop can only make some wooden blade. Not good for much other than training and household uses, but it's a start. If the merchant complains about wanting something more useful, well, they can figure it out themselves. All right, and I've had a thought. If the sparks can assemble items, maybe we can get them to refine something more challenging. Hopefully, I'm not barking up the wrong tree. So, a loamy spark and a wooden blade. All right, geez. So many little quests. Let's check this one. We'll pin that to the screen. And there we go. The item filter will be very helpful. Use it, okay? Okay. Now we can make the wooden blades. We can also do... Let's focus on the wooden blades. All right, so let's see what the wooden or the Sawbench Spark wood workshop is expensive. So we'll put it up here and then let's see what it costs. Sawn timber and wood panels in order to make a wooden blade. So we're probably going to have to redesign some things. So let's send our choppy out because he can chop down these trees. So we've got more than enough here. Okay, so here's my thought. We have these little carry sparks, and they're going this way, and then they're turning around. If we could convince them to go left and right, we could have some of them making these sawn timber, and then these sawn timber get turned into wood panels. Well, if we could do some sawn timber over here, some wood panels over here, and then have some of the output come together, we can make some swords in this area. It's going to require a complete redesign and a couple of minutes. So let me toy around with some ideas and I'll be right back with you. All right, so here's a quick test. I want to see if one of these guys, if they, okay, so they'll always go there and then goes that way and then back and then that way. Okay, perfect. So that does exactly what I want it to do. So let me think about this for a minute longer. All right, I may have come up with a solution, and I really stress the may. So here's what I figured out, and I'm going to go through this because my math is horrendous to begin with. So the logger makes infinite logs at 90 per minute. I put on this outside path 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these carry sparks. They can carry 2 items. So they can move 12 items at a time. Each one of these saw benches can take 2 wooden logs and turn them into 1 sawn timber. Now, granted, this is an overflow system right now, so they're not all going to run constantly. But they are going to run, they're going to run, but for a little while, they're going to be very slow. Then on the back, since each one of these is going to turn 2 wooden logs into 1 sawn timber, that means each one of these is 4 for 1, or 4 for 2, 4 of these for 2 sawn timber. These saw benches make wooden panels, which take 2 sawn timber and make 1 wooden panel. If I did the math right, one of these makes 11.3 sawn timber per minute. This makes 22.5 of these wood panels per minute, which means they would need twice as many of these sawn timber per minute, which I'm thinking I did the math wrong. I think it actually needs 4 of these to power 1. Anyway, so these saw benches are all making sawn timber. These ones are making the wood panels. This one up here is making wood panels that are just going into this container so that we have craftable materials. I can't wrap everything up in what I'm doing. That would be ridiculous. So I'm not going to. So, one of our machines is just making some extra wood panels, which will go in here as they become available. Now, these machines at the end are the last resort, so they shouldn't be overflowing first, in theory. But I digress. They probably need to be set up differently. This saw bench is making sawn timber, again, for the purpose of having some spare for us to craft. When this one completely fills up, this machine will activate where it's making sawn timber, and then they will come out here to the wooden blade factory. Now, I already had them making some wooden blades because I had some, stuff in my inventory. So we've actually got 10 wooden blades. And if you recall, we actually have the ability to craft some Sparkies. Where the hell did they go? These ones. Sparkies. These Sparkies require the cutting blade, and I believe that was it. So I would like to get a whole bunch of these Sparkies. So we're going to grab those. We're going to go in here. Never mind, I actually have it all. And we're going to head over to the Choppy Sprine. Choppy. Where the fuck did it go? Choppy Spark Shrine. Over there. All right, so we finally have enough wooden blades to do one of the quests, and we did the Path Add-ons 2 quest. So let's turn those in really quick, and we'll go from there. Finally, we can figure out how many sparks should go on a path tile. So the counter and one way. Okay. And what's your next quest? The Stumpy Spark reminded me of my little brother. He used to follow me around, stuck to me like a spark. He's a rancher now. Let's make a spark pen, like an animal pen, but for sparks. What the hell would a spark pen be for? It's a way of keep sparks activated without giving instructions. I think this is part of the, how you get around to petting them. All right, wooden blade. Is it you? 20 wooden blade. Excellent. Many farmers need fertilizer, and we should be able to supply them at cost. This will save a lot of time and hopefully allow them to grow food more cheaply. A beneficial outcome for everyone involved. It doesn't sound like a merchant. The divine researcher has told me that you need aether shards to make the sparks. I do happen to know that sometimes you get these etheric clumps that you can't do much with. But perhaps we can change that. I think we can use that cutter we've built. Oh, so we can break down etheric pellets, or etheric clumps into the pellets. So let's see. A carry spark. I don't have any quartz. Don't have any of that. I do have one of those. Grab that. We don't have any fertilizer right now, and we need tree bark and a bee elephant carapace. So let's make sure we don't have any quests. We don't have any quests. And we'll actually set... We're going to do this spike combat one, I think. But we need to get a full row of choppies first. So let me go get those really quick. All right, with a full row of choppies, I want to test something. Can they break these rocks? Rally. They can't. Okay. So we can't harvest rocks yet, but that's okay. Let's see if we can't find a bee elephant to kill. There's a bee elephant. Let's see about this. Rally. Kill it. It looks like it's definitely not like a lopsided battle or anything, but... No, come back, you damn sticks. Okay, so we could definitely do with having a few more of these choppy sparks, but listen to their sound. Alright, pick them all up. And... Oh, my inventory's full? Oh yeah, my inventory's full. Go turn in that quest for the merchant. and go from there. All right, so I'm back because I realized this is going to take a little longer than I originally thought. So what I currently have in here, I created this that has a bunch of our deliverables in it. We're going to go turn in as many quests as we can. I'll go over the plans for next episode, and we'll go from there. Spark pen. Okay, so you need the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those and 2 of those. 5 of those. 6 of those. There we go. Complete. It works. Doesn't hold a lot, but still it's nice. Have fun with it. Okay, so we have the spark pen. Then we have the wooden blades and the Lomi sparks that we'll have to have crafted for this. Now, the Lomi sparks were normal sparks. This one. The Lomi sparks were normal sparks, so stumpy sparks, and fertilizer. And we just figured out how to make fertilizer by putting leaves in the cutter. So, in between this episode and next, I'm going to craft up the fertilizer, craft up the Lomi sparks. I'm going to see if I can't find these etheric clumps, but I doubt I can. I'm going to craft up all the wooden blades and Lomi sparks that we need. I will craft up the fertilizer, the wooden blades, and I have most of this done. I have everything, but I think I only have like 60 crafty sparks. So I'll craft up those. I'll get them all delivered into their various cages or things. And the spark harvesting one, I'll record it, but if it's nothing special, like super interesting, I'll deliver this one so that I can get the tree bark for the mayoral expansion, which actually comes directly from the logger or the saw bench. But where did we'll go here and throw this in his chest. It is a his, yes. Wooden blade 10. Okay, and then I want to go over one more thing with you just really quick. All right, so on the map, our main spark settlement is right here. I would like to change this one over to be 100% dedicated to just making sparkies, just making the stumpy sparks, and as many of them as possible. That's it. Over here, where we have these 3, I was thinking about turning this into a production area since we have all these ancient ruins right here. But we also have this area up here. So you know what this area looks like. Let's go up here really quick and see what that's like. There are mantis stags here, which I'd imagine, since they're hostile, would be hard pressed to take one down. Let's give it a shot on camera really quick. I like it. The charge. All right. Yeah, our stumpy sparks are not quite strong enough to deal with mantis stags, so this area is probably going to be off limits to us for just a little bit of time. Now I need to make more stumpy sparks too. I would eventually like to set up kind of in the middle here where we have all these giant trees, or maybe we can do something. Oh, hold on. It's not the best area. Actually, it's pretty decent. I think we can make use of this. So this area right here, we've got tons of trees. There's ancient stuff nearby. There's a waypoint even nearby. And we could actually set that waypoint up to be powered by one of these trees. We've got the Carry Spark Shrine right there. I think we are going to set up right here in this area because it gets us closer to the mountains. And we're going to make an absolutely massive base. I'm going to do a little bit of footwork before I bother recording next episode. But this one's going to be just for our sparks. and then I'll run a path the whole way up here to this base where they will drop off the completed sparks, I think. Or we might be able to do something a little more like grab these, have them run down here to a bunch of spark shrines and then up. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, we're going to build our main base right there, I think. So that's going to be where we call today. If you enjoyed the content, you know exactly what to do. Thank you very much to my patrons for your ever-present love and support. And don't forget to comment, because I will feature it in the next episode if it comes out before I manage to record this. And I don't have a set recording. I just wait until a couple of people have commented, and then we go from there. But I won't keep you any longer. Thank you very much for watching and liking. And here's a YouTube video, well, that YouTube thinks you might like.